Good afternoon, guys. It's your boy Omega Jonesy here. We are on episode 2 of Million Lords game. So basically what I'm doing today, before we get straight into the nitty-gritty of things, I just want to quickly explain from looking back at my intro yesterday, what I was meant to say in terms of obviously promotions and relegations is you'll get relegated to gold, not bronze. So that I'll take that as a pinch of salt by now. And also, just a quick brief on the leagues just while we're here as well. If you look at... how am I going to do this now? Obviously, I do the recording live, so it's completely raw footage. I'm not going to edit anything out unless I really need to. So if we have a look at... Where's the league info? Oh, I think it's here. So one thing I didn't mention in the leagues yesterday is obviously each league gets obviously certain rules. Obviously with bronze your basic level is 50%, so that's like 50% added on to your other stats, which we will discuss on another. Actually we might discuss that as well now. It's available for all ranks. Price obviously you get 50% more, obviously in the way of sapphires I think they're called, because gems are different, and then obviously everyone gets promoted next league. Same for silver, like I said, differences. Your season's after 2 weeks, and these are just all the rules which is here. Obviously the differences between gold and with gold they introduce you with temples, and then platinum they introduce what's called templars, which we will explain again on another video. But the main point of this video today is I'm going to tell you about stats and obviously attack and defense bonuses as well. So first things first, we'll go through the ranking system. Now sadly I had my shield off, and a couple of hours ago I lost a lot of points. I took back most of my cities again, but I've lost over 50 mil points, so now I've gone from somewhere like 16th now to 48th. I was 84th early on. But like I said, I'm not expected to finish in the top 50. If I do finish in the top 50, that'll be awesome. I mean, I could push for top 50, but a few reasons why I'm not going to. Obviously there's a lot of pinks near me for the time being. And also, am I even recording? I'm just double check. Yes, I am. Yeah, it's just loads of pinks, and obviously I need to wait for other people to get stronger as well. Again, I am occupying the speed temple and the production temple, although this person here, by the name of BT Lotus BZH, he has other ideas as well. He was the guy that kind of ate most of my cities when I was kind of sleeping. Yeah, it was a bit annoying, but at the end of the day I do have gaming bands with me, and I did tell him what I was going to do, which I did. So yeah, that's pretty much that. But what I'm here to discuss about today is attack and defense stats. And that, we'll go through some stats now while I'm here. So if we go to the stats overview, there's obviously more to it than this. You will notice there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's going to be 10 different kind of stats you can have. Now on here, it's only shown 9 of the 10. Reasons being is because I am not too much fussed about the gold production, because I get gold from attacking anyway. And eventually when I get higher, I'm going to take the cautious out as well, which is at the bottom. So what you're seeing here now is, I'll quickly show you what's what. If you come over to this feather here, you've got what's called a skill tree. So you've got Fearless, you have Rusher, which is your speed, you've got Striker, you've got Recruiter, you've got Scavenger, you've got Prosperous, which is not the bonus what I've gone for, you've got Guardian, you've got Brave, you've got Cautious, and you've got Salvager. So what I'm going to do, first things first, when you play the game, you want to make sure you want to get your Brave and Fearless to the max. Reasons being, if not, you're going to have to fork out sapphires to buy them back. So what you can see here is my Brave and my Fearless. It says total points plus 90%. That is the max that you're allowed. All what that means is you send an example 100 million troops to attack somewhere, and say, yeah, so out of the 100 million, say you lost about 50 million. What happens is 10% of that you lose, so you get to keep basically 45 million as an example. I'll quickly show you actually on a report while I'm here. See, someone has a habit of scouting me as usual. So if we go to this one here with the temples, So you notice I sent an attack and it was a defense. So there's an attack here of 3.47G which I sent. It shows out of that 3.47G I had 3.2G back. What this means here, we'll go through all the bonuses shortly as well. So what that means is I lost, basically, out of the 3.47G I sent, I lost, where can I see? I lost 245 mil basically. The way I see it, if you're going to go off, for example, send 3.47G and you lose all that 3.47G, what happens is if you divide that by 10, you lose 347 mil. So 347 mil troops goes, the rest comes back to your main city. And that's how you work out the 90%. It's quite simple. If you want to work anything by 90%, just divide it by 10, and then what the sum is you take from that is what's lost. So again, you sent 1G troops, you lose them all in a battle. Obviously you're expected to then lose 100 mil out of that 1G. So you would get 900 mil coming back to you straight away. Obviously it's different if you've got some troops left behind. So say for example you have a G troops, you send an attack, it was successful, say it went down to you had like, I don't know, 700 mil left. Obviously you work out the differences then, and again you obviously work out 10%. I'm just going to see if I can find a simple report for you. Okay, so on this one I sent an attack of 149 mil. There was 117 left there. If you go to army lost, that's 32 mil. So out of the 32 mil I lost, oh no, that's right, yeah, so it just says out of the 32 mil I lost, bear me 2 seconds, let's see how long I go about this. So if there's 117 and it says I've lost 32, that's fine. Yeah, because the majority of your troops are still there, so I'll take that back. It's easier when, obviously, if you lose all your troops, basically. In fact, I'll go for the one which is a defeat one, might be a bit easier. I sent an attack of 2.25G to a temple. The guy who defended had 7.21. Oh no, I didn't, I sent 382. So all that 382, because all my troops died, practically, 3.82 I would have lost, and the rest came back. And if you look at the bottom, alright, them stats are weird, but regardless is, out of the 382 million, 3.82 mil I would have lost from that, and then the rest would have come back. So it is quite simple to work out. I shouldn't have made it a bit more complicated than what I should have, but yeah, just take it out of that baby brain today. Yeah, that's pretty much what sums up the stats. So I'm going to go through the basic attack now. No, I'm not, because one of my clanmates took it. That's fine. He was the guy, believe it or not, I was actually targeting yesterday. He decided he wants to join the clan. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, this is my clan. Someone's left. Let me have a look. Calmat. I don't care if Calmat left, to be fair. He got a bit cocky for his own liking, so I'm not really too fussed on that. Other people will come in, but this is my clan as part of the community. This is Omega Ice. I won Omega Ice. A member left, that's fine, I can easily get a new member in. But like I said, the main point is stats. So if we go back to our stats overview, you've got the feathers here, which represents skill points. You notice all mine's on 0, apart from my attack one, which is 176. That's called Striker. I'll explain what each of them does. The items here is basically what your gear bonuses are. So I've got 0 skill points on my Russia, which is the speed. You notice I've got 460% through my gears. So what that means is my base speed is 460%. It is low for my kind of player, but at the end of the day I don't spend much on here anymore, if that, compared to what I did 2 years back. And then you'll notice the temple bonus, which is 192%, which gives me an overall total of 652. It is fast, but it's not fast enough in my eyes. So all these in the middle here is my base. So my attack, which is my striker, my base is 252%. I like to go pure attacking, so which is why it gives me a total of 483.75. excuse me. My production's at 284 plus the 98% of temples, that gives me 482. All that means is I'm making more. At the moment I'm making 792 million an hour. It was more last night. Unfortunately that's not the case now. We go back to our guardians as well, which is your defense. So what the guardian bonus with defense means at basic 238. Say if you had a guardian of 100%, basically you have 100 mil in your army, someone attacks you, that will double it, so your total mil then will be 200 mil, whereas if you had 50% it would be half, so you gain 150 mil as a bonus of 50 mil extra instead of 100 mil. So that's what that is for. In fact, I'll give you a brief example now. If we go to, can I make it a simple one? Let's go to this one here where I've got 2.22G points. Oh, we might go for an attack actually in a minute. So if you look at my stats here, it's got my guardian of 238%. What that means is it's giving me an extra total in general of 16.8G. So it's 2.22 times by, if you're doing 100, you're doubling. If you're doing 200, I think you're times them by 3. So it's tripling my troops with a bit more. Something like that anyway, it works out a little different. The maths is, obviously, it can be simple if you're good at maths, but all the stats are there basically to help you. So I am tempted to actually send an attack for you guys now actually. First things first, I need to see. Okay, so we're going to do a scout briefly. I want to see what this is like. Let's have a look. So he has, 2.11G. So he's got 2.11G stacked in there, but his total is 14.4G. Obviously with his defense bonuses, which is, he's got a defense bonus of 285, that's fine. That's another thing I'm going to explain as well with all these here, because that's what I was in the middle of doing, is explaining certain stats. You have your striker. So what your striker means basically, for each troop you kill, so for an example, if you've got 100% striker, your opponent had 1G troops, you kill all that 1G troops, that 1G then becomes 1G of gold. It's quite good actually how it works out, because I've got 201, we'll just say 200 for an example. Say if I killed someone with, say if I wanted to kill him, take the city and take the 2.11G, if I successfully attack that, I will get 4.22G back. That'll be my returns for striker. So that's pretty much what that is. If we go back to the Brave and Fierce we've already discussed, you have salvager. So what salvager means is, for each troop you defend, you get that amount back in gold. So say if I had 100 mil defense, and I killed someone who sent maybe 300 mil, and it's successfully, that 300 mil, if you had salvage at 100%, that 300 mil will be converted into cash. That used to be really good a couple of years back until they nerfed it, which is why now it's more, that's why I prefer more scavenger now. I wasn't happy when it got nerfed, which is why I took a few months off of it, but obviously I learned to adapt to the style, and this is what it's like. So my target is to eventually get my salvager to 100% because it's only 80%. Basically, in terms of defending, see if I can find a defense for you. That's an attack. We had quite a few big attacks early on. Defeat. No, that's another one. I'm gonna go look for one now. Okay, it doesn't matter, we'll use a different report, for example. So I sent a small attack on, again, BT Lotus. Basically, if you look on here, my 3.6G became 21.1. He had 6.42G there. In total, he had 66.2G. So I only killed roughly just over 900, shall we say. So basically, because he took my 3.6G out, he only had 77% salvager, so he got 3/4 of my troops' death back, near enough. So say I had 2G what died, obviously 3/4 of 2G, if you do half that's 1G, add the extra 500 mil, be 1.5G, so that's just an example basically of what can happen. But yeah, fair enough, he got 2.77G, because I did attack and because I killed some of his as well, I got 2.15G in return. So it wasn't that bad, to be fair. Obviously I lost that fight, but that's pretty much explaining how Salvager and Scavenger works pretty much. We just quickly go back to our stats. You've got Cautious as well. So the max Cautious you can get is 50%. What that means is if you're upgrading cities and someone takes it off you, you can get basically a percentage of your money back. So say if I upgrade a city to a certain amount, I lost that city, I would get 28% of my money back of that city. So say I spent 100G on a city, I would get 28% back of that. I would like to get that to 50 as one of my plans. Again, another plan is eventually when I get high enough is not to have Cautious. But again, we'll see what happens there. And then you've got Prosperous, which is the coin one. Basically that just helps you increase your gold production. That's pretty much all what it is. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to do an attack. Bear me 2 seconds. Right, it doesn't matter. So we do have an attack. I'm going to send it. It's a risky attack. Do I not? I don't know. Okay, so we're going to send a risky attack. I'm going to move 21G over here. Might as well do a speed, give it a minute. See if there's anyone else that wants to join yet. We've got no joinings at the moment. I'm not going to advertise yet. I'll wait until I'm off screen for that. Again, if you guys are enjoying these, just let me know down in the comments below if you want to see more. What I'll do in my next video, we might do some live gameplay depending on what goes on. Like I said guys, when I record these live, obviously you get it at different times. When you're recording, it's completely raw footage. You don't know what goes on in the game. Anything can happen. See, there's Carmine left. I've got no hard feelings if people leave. That's down to them. Let's see where he's gone to now. MTX, fair enough. I don't have any issues with that whatsoever. As long as I have loyal members, that doesn't bother me. I can start lowering my expectations down a little bit. As a matter of fact, while we wait, I am going to be quickly put up Omega Ice, no, not Omega Jonesy. Omega Ice are looking for one more active member. We're going to stick a minimum of 30 Templars, which again we'll discuss on another video. Min Templars. Now, depending on what league you're in as well, some people are a lot stricter than me. I like to be strict at times, and then there are times where I'm going to be lenient, because obviously I am building a community as well. So we've got the 21G there. I don't know what to expect off this. Let's have a look at this flex guy. That's something actually what I'm going to explain to you in my next video. On my next video, I will discuss it later. We are going to be looking at obviously the different colours on the map. So I'm going to send an attack to Veronica. So in total it's 14.4G there. I'm going to send a small attack to see what happens. Now, part of me, if I can be successful, I am tempted to take some of his cities actually. So it's going to be 5 minutes. We'll send 4.22G. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. We will have to find out. We'll stay on until that attack happens, and we'll go from there. In the meantime, what we can do is do I look at some gears? Yeah, we'll look at some gears as well to explain more. So while we're here, we are going to look at some gears. These are the gears you can have up to white, green, blue, purple and orange. Your white gears is uncommon. No, it's common, sorry. Green is uncommon. Blue represents rare. Pink is mythical and orange is legendary. Now I know some games legendary is lower than mythical and other games legendary is higher. Don't ask me why, it's just what the game event is like. And then obviously I'm going to explain in detail as well at some point what these are here. They're called gems. We can do that again on another video. But like I said, all that matters right now is explaining obviously the stats while we're here. So if you look at this again, this gives me a total of my stats which is on here. So on my attack items, you've got 252 plus striker, sorry. You got 201% of Scavenger, and 122% sorry, of Fearless. Obviously, you can only have 90% as max, which is why I do tend to get rid of my Fearless gems when I can. In the defense section, you can have 20.75% of Cautious, which is around it to 28. I've got 82.5% of Salvager, 238.5% of Guardian, and 133% of Brave. Again, I am working on my Salvager as well, but hopefully that will improve as time goes on. In my production unit, you've got 283.5 of production, and then in my speed items, that's 460. Eventually my aim will be to get all of these into legendaries and go from there, and eventually we'll be able to have proper decent stats like a lot of legendary and top diamond flame players have. So we'll just have to wait and see what goes on there. While I'm waiting, is there anywhere I could do? I'm tempted to go for King Bob, to be fair, but at the moment he's in pink and I don't particularly want to go for pink players, which again I will explain in another video. So what I'm going to do right now, if we upgrade this to 100, yeah, so in the position what I'm in, it's not going to be easier for me to grow at the moment until other players start excuse me, growing as well. And already I'm nearly at the bottom of the top 50, but again, things can always change. I mean, there's a Dark Brown which I could go for, but we get on, so that's why I'm not going for him currently. I could go on a journey with some of my troops. I'm not going to though. But yeah, there isn't, like I said, there isn't much to it at the moment. We're just waiting on this attack. So while we wait on the attack, we'll send a scout actually just to see what's going on. Are we still in for a chance of taking it? I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah, we are still in for a chance, that's good. So yeah, while we're waiting to know, got about 2 minutes left to wait. Might as well have a look at the map while I'm currently at now. So you may have noticed a difference in my map changes. I used to have a few blues at the top of the green one there, but that has now changed. And you will notice now what I've lost my blues on this area here, which fair enough my clanmate has got, and I'm glad he's got it. Oh, we could get you to 100 as well actually. My main objective now though, is for the time being, is basically to get this city here to level 130. What that means then, I can take my troops out and there'll be at least over 1T troops in defense, even if you have the very minimal in that city. Like with this 106, I've got 19.7 mil. If I move that to my 102 and then I'll show its defense about it. So you're on 2.10k now. Was. Click on it now, you're guaranteed at least 14.4G protection. That's what that means. I am not changing my cities as well. Again guys, things can always change, so that's why you've got to be wary of things. Let's see what's going on now in the attack. So we are nearly there, about 40 seconds there. I expect him to ward me, which doesn't bother me because I'm just showing you obviously the attack reasons. Eventually I'd like to see someone attacking me when I'm doing a recording. We'll send another scout just to see what's going on. He's still not got any ideas what's going on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scout with 103. I am very tempted to move on here and take some of these 30s. He's got 132 points, that's fine. Once he gets to half my points, it does become pink. So let's see what's going on here now. He's got another 2.54G. Was our attack successful? Yes, it was. And I am going to get you to 100 actually while I'm here. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to come off this short, you know. I'm going to move my troops over here. We are going to use a speed boost just in case he tries and takes it back. That 2G can stay there for the time being. I could get some of these to 100, but right now that is not my main focus. Eventually, I'm probably going to expect to lose this city here, the level 97. Oh, we'll get you to 100 while me actually. Reasons why I'm upgrading is because we have the upgrade event. which is trying to help. I'm not going to complete the event probably, but at least I can see if I can get to the next milestone. So eventually, probably next time I do a recording, I'm expecting to lose my 100 here, my 97, my other 97, my 102 maybe, my 97 again, my other 97 and possibly the level 100. It all comes down to obviously what DZR1 wants to do. I don't mind losing some cities, just don't be afraid to lose cities as well. I'm not afraid I like to defend, but at the same time, if a city is too far out to defend, then I will not defend it. You will still get XP regardless. Let's see what I'm going to get actually at level 90. So I will be getting 7.21G eventually from turning level 90. Still got a lot of XP to do though. But for now, I am going to end this video. I hope you've enjoyed the kind of this stats explanation. If I talk too quick, I do apologise, it's just the way I am. I've tried, like I said, I've tried in my own opinion to obviously help you guys what's what. Every player is different. I am not the best player in this game, I'm not the worst player in this game. I'm only giving you my thoughts and opinions on obviously how to play. These are just basic knowledge for now. Eventually we are going to do more of a deep dive into the game, obviously do more attacks, more defending. And obviously for those that eventually knows what they're doing, yeah, that's pretty much then. It'll be constant attack and defend and constant gaining points then. So we're going to finish off this at level 48, which is fine, which is top, should we say top 1.92, so top 2% then should we say. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Again, if you like it, just leave a thumbs up and a like, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe. I will try my best to get some content when I can now. And again, if anyone needs help with anything, feel free to contact me on Discord. The link's already out there from my last video, and I'm happy to help where I can. And again, anyone wants to be part of the Omega community, just again contact me through Discord and I'll invite you to the server, and then we can go from there. So guys, keep it awesome for now, keep it real, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye for now.